man. Macy's. Where y'all working at right now? We appreciate y'all. Come on.
Don't forget Ross and Marshalls.
The Ross and Marshalls. Come on.
TJ Maxx.
TJ Maxx.
Y'all be coming through.
Yeah, y'all doing y'all thing out there. Family Dollar, Dollar General. Come on.
Hey, that's what I'm talking. Family Dollar, y'all too.
Yeah, Family Dollar and Dollar General don't get enough. You know
they don't. They get disrespect, actually.
Bruh, you know them chips I be eating. The dollar store. You know what I'm saying? And them things be what? They be what? They be jumping.
They got me salivating.
So if you're at work right now listening to us, man, we're going to give you a big shout out from the Joe Lockett Show, from your boy Joe Lockett, the side dude and nephew. We loving y'all right now. Thank you guys so much for being. They be at work, bro. They say they be at work, bro, with the cash register, with sitting up there laughing at us at work.
Hey, don't get in trouble on my work. I can't help it.
I was listening back to one of our shows, man. And the reason why I came with the word ignorant, because I was sitting back listening to one of the shows that we did last week, and you was going back and forth on something. And I just couldn't say no. I just said to myself, listen back to this, I said, he ignorant. you just ignorant sometimes, bro. And I was sitting back laughing at our own show, bro. So thank you guys for so much for making us your evening stop, man, hanging out with us. 866-245-5480. Look at them numbers right there. We're over 200 likes already. What's up, FedEx? Okay, FedEx in the house?
Yes,
FedEx. FedEx.
Amazon,
where you at?
Hey, y'all late on my package, too.
Beard shape still. Oh, yeah, you know I can keep that beard tight. I got to keep that beard tight. All right, so also, y'all put out there on our social media where you at work right now, where you listen to us at, and I definitely give you a shout out wherever you listen to us at or what city or state you're in. We going to shout you out, baby. That's what we do right here on the Joe Lockett Show. FedEx, what up? How y'all doing?
Where UPS at? We got UPS? Amazon and FedEx. Where UPS at?
We got UPS in the house.
What can Brown do for you?
I don't know. Ooh, them yams.
Yeah.
Oh, yams. Yams. Woo! 866 DC in the house. I see you, baby.
DC.
I see. What's up, DC? All right, y'all. Today on the show. But before I get into the show topics and all that good stuff, man, how you doing?
I'm straight. I'm doing really
How's your day today? You doing good?
Yeah.
Looking like Marvin Gaye Jr.?
I mean,
got the watch cap on and stuff. What's going on?
No, what's going on with the what is it? Sexual healing. Yeah, that's the vibe right there.
That's the vibe right there.
Yeah, the Miami Heat.
Okay, well, if y'all go to Facebook right now, y'all to see him over there. Let me show the people on TikTok.
Show on TikTok. Yeah,
you looking like Marvin Gaye Jr.
Hey, to the aunties out there, what's going on?
Or Isaac Hayes, a young Isaac Hayes.
Hey, I'll be an Isley anything. I could be an Isley brother.
Boy, I'm gonna tell you, you was ignorant yesterday. Real talk. Your boy said, I'm down for entanglements.
Hey, I'm trying to tell folks, man.
I'm trying to get a mic. She said, just do me. I just do entanglements.
Yeah, she ain't got to be a foolish sugar mama. She can just be an entangled sugar mama. You feel me? It help my mental health.
He said, make sure. He said, just make sure you meet your qualifications for entanglement. What was your qualifications yesterday?
You have to look reasonably attractive to me. I need some yams and you need some money. So reasonably attractive to me. So I'll the beholder in that. So don't think you're gonna get cut out. You feel me? You might win. And make sure you got some bread that you want to spend on me. Help my mental health. You know what I mean? And I help you.
Okay. Okay, Jerry Maguire.
Yeah.
I help you. All right.
I'm an August Alsina.
And then she got to do what? She got to have what?
Some yams.
Okay. She got to have the yams.
Mandatory
yams. All right, y'all. Y'all here. If you want an entanglement with nephew, any aunties out there want an entanglement with nephew, all right, let's do it. Frankie, they say it look like Frankie Beverly and Maze.
Golly. All right.
866-245-5480. All right, y'all. Today's show, we're going to be talking about weak men. Are you a weak man, nephew?
No.
Because this conversation came about. And when one of my boys right now, we probably not at good odds right now. Because he was talking to me. And ladies, y'all listen to me. Chime in with me right now. 866-245-5480. Let's talk about this. I mean, my boy, he was talking to me, right, nephew? And the conversation was, he was talking about he's tired of these independent women, right? They don't, the way they treat him, right? They don't want a man to be a man in a relationship, right? Mm-hmm. They always trying to take control of the relationship. And so I'm listening to him, right? And for a minute, because we done had that conversation on the show numerous of times about, women being a little bit too aggressive.
Yeah.
But then I started listening to him very closely. And this, man, we've been friends for probably about about 18 years, bro.
Okay.
And
a minute.
I mean, we got heated, dog, because I said, man, you know me, dog. I mean, you know me. I got to be real with you, bro. I said, man, what he was describing to me with the girl that he was talking to, I said, bro, you're a weak brother. So it went left after that, right?
Yeah, he didn't like that.
He didn't. But there's a difference, ladies. Y'all tell me this. There's a difference between a strong woman and a combative woman.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? I think sometimes men, and I'm saying this to men, y'all want to say a woman is combative when she's just being strong and independent. And what I told him, what he was explaining to me about his girl was handling her business, and she wasn't, when he wasn't doing certain things, she was holding him accountable. Like, what are you going to do about this? How is this going to happen? He didn't have answers, so he's looking at her as nagging and being combative. I'm saying, no, bro. You weak on that part right there because you didn't have answers, so you got combative. You got defensive because you didn't have answers to the questions. And a lot of ladies, don't let men do this to you. A lot of men, bro, do this. When a woman asks you a specific question about life, about where you going, about what you doing, well, what are you doing? A lot of men get defensive and say you're being combative. You're not being combative. That's a strong woman asking you a serious question, and you got defensive, and you're getting combative because you don't have a good answer for her. Because why? At that point in time, on the question that she asks you, you are a weak man. I said it. At that point in time, or with the particular thing she's talking to you about, you are weak in that position, and you don't want to show vulnerability, and she just exposed your behind. That's a strong woman. You weak. Now, if she got her stuff together and you don't, maybe she's asking you that question, nephew. Why?
She ain't asking nephew. Hold on. Let's clear that up now.
No, but I'm saying women are asking that question to a man because why? She loves you. A woman that don't care about you, bro, is not going to sit down and have a real serious conversation about you about what about this and what about that.
She not.
You know what I'm saying? There's a difference when I first meet you and you're asking me for my financial statement. Or when I'm with you and you've been with me for a minute and then you start asking me certain questions because you want to know where this is going and what my mindset is. That's totally different. So there's a lot of weak men out there that's claiming women are combative, but they're not. A strong woman, and I'm telling y'all ladies, do not change who you are. Always continue, nephew, to make sure that you're going to protect yourself. I have 2 daughters.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
And but I'm saying, I want my daughters to be strong. I want them to be combative when they have to be. Because at the end of the day, when a man decides to walk away from you, or if he decides to walk away from you, what my daughter gonna do? She gotta be able to hold her own. So if my daughters can't hold their own, right, and be strong, she's screwed. I don't want my daughters to ever depend on a man. I want her to be able to want to be with a man, but you don't need a man to survive. You don't need a man to live. You don't need a man to take care of you. I don't want my daughter to do that. Now, I hope my daughter will make that man feel that he's needed. That's the difference in making your husband feel that he's needed than you needing him. See, men got to understand that, and women need to understand that. If that man walks out of your life right now, what you gonna do? Do you know where the money is?
Nah.
Are you able to make the same bread that he did? Is things taken care of? See, this is the questions, man. And when I'm talking to my daughters, right? It may get tense, but like I told them, I'd rather for you to get mad at your daddy. And asking them to ask this question. Well, I gotta reverb myself. I like that. But well, you see how my voice just came out somewhere else? That's God. That was God. See, God, when you talk to your daughter, God, bring your voice out one more time. Appreciate that. God.
Hey, I don't know what's going on my phone. You need to chill out. You need to chill out. I don't know what that is.
Hey, look at God. That is good. Hey, on that note, y'all, we want to get ready to go to break. We're gonna tell you more about do you got a weak man in your life? And he's coming at you saying you're stronger, combative. I want to hear what nephew got to say because I want to know in his generation, real talk, man. Are y'all weak or y'all strong? The men in 2023 in their 20s. This is the Joe Lockett Show. You guys hang tight. We'll be right back on the other side. You handle your own? Okay. Hello. What's up, lady? Hey, Michelle. That name, Michelle.
Dog, it sent you through it, didn't it?
That was my ex-wife.
Oh, man. Never mind. I'll leave it alone.
Exactly. Hey, bro, I see that name, bro. I be like,
Every Michelle ain't the same. Golly. Every Michelle ain't the same.
bro, it's not.
They probably got a trait that's alike, but every Michelle ain't the same.
No,
I had to deal with a Brittany.
Don't run for me. I'm gonna run. See, that's the thing. Michelle's make you want to run towards them when I should be
Running away from her. But she said don't run away from her.
you know something? I'm gonna run towards her, bro. I'm coming towards you, Michelle. But I should probably be running away. Cause, bro, the Michelle be fine. Got the yams and there. I bet Michelle's fine.
Missed out.
Ohio, cause I must talk it. I missed out on the homeboy story. What happened? My homeboy is having a situation with his girl, y'all. Me and him got into a heated debate, or whatever. It wasn't even a debate, it was a freaking argument. Because I called him weak. Because he's mad with the girl for holding him accountable for some things, and he's saying, he's tired of these independent women trying to tell men what to do, right? And I'm like, bruh, she ain't trying to tell you what to do. I said, she's not being combative. She's just being strong. She's strong enough to ask you the tough questions that she needs to ask to make you better. But you're too weak as a man to sit there and listen to the woman because it's coming from a woman instead of you being able to do it. And I've been in that position where when a woman challenged me, I got defensive. And we quick to say, especially in the black community, that she's combative. No, that ain't the way that is all the time, fellas. That ain't the way that is all the time. Sometimes we become we become combative when we don't have answers to what good women are asking us to be or become, or what they see the potential in us. All right, y'all, 16 minutes after the hour, you guys are locked into the most ignorant radio show in the land. It's the Joe Lockett Show. You got your favorite home, you got your favorite homeboy. You know what he is? The nephew. He loves entanglements.
Mm-hmm.
You looking for him? You looking for the aunties to give you the entanglements?
Yeah, aunties. I can't say that on here.
Don't do that. Just aunties.
Aunties.
Just aunties. And I am building the side dude mansion. Hugh Hefner is gone now.
Now it's Mr. Lockett.
Now it's time for you to lock it in mansion to come along. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they call it the lockdown. The lockdown mansion is getting ready to come out. America's side dude is in the open up for business.
You know what I'm saying? The doors of the side dude mansion is open. 866-245-5480.
You got to buy you a ticket to get in.
Yes, sir.
Especially to the lower floors.
Yes, sir.
That's the entanglement floors with your nephew.
How you gonna take a place in my mansion already?
It's in the basement.
You just moved in already, huh?
Don't even worry about it. You're
All
making
right,
money. We're making money. Somebody gonna come.
866-245-5480. All right, y'all. Me and my homeboy got into a heated argument the other day. And he my friend. We still cool, but I said some things that I don't know if I went a little bit overboard.
Maybe.
But I call him weak. You know what I'm saying? Because I call it for what I see.
Borderline fighting words, Mr.
But you hear how I talk to but you've been in conversations.
Yeah.
And you hear how I talk to my friends, right? And how my friends talk to me.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep it real with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And if I think that you're slacking in a department, just like my friends see, if I did a show today, bro, and it was crap, my boy or my brother would call me and say, man, what, bro? No, that was some, you know what I'm saying? They're going to call me out on it. You my dog. You complaining about the woman that you with. And, I didn't like what he had to say about women the way he was saying it. Because when I'm looking at him, I'm like, bro, you ain't able to answer those questions. There's a difference between being strong and combative. So are more men in 2023 weak? Because this is a thing that's going around on social media, that women, and especially when men are talking about black women, right? They are very combative. They're independent. They don't want to listen to nobody. I don't think that's always true. I don't think that's always true, because Denise has always told me too. A man will make a woman feel comfortable enough where she don't have to ask those questions. A lot of time when women are put in those situations, right, with being combative or being strong, is because they had to be. Now, I think it's a man's job to be able to show a woman, you know what I'm saying, that he can do it. Now, I have seen situations where women don't want to relinquish the control of their life or whatever because they've been hurt before, which I got. Mm-hmm. But that's not the case here with him. This woman here, she's doing okay. I don't know her, but I've met her a couple of times. Nice ride, nice house, nice car. She good. He all right. You know what I mean? He all right. But in her mind, from what I'm seeing, she's asking him, you know, if I'm going to invest my time with you, I see some things you need to tighten up on. And a lot of men don't like being questioned like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, relationship. If and it's basically, she's saying it in a roundabout way, but she's asking questions. She's like, cause she called me, you know, they was having dinner one day, and she's like, babe, let me talk to you, right? You know, I've been thinking about some stuff, and you know, what are you doing for, you know, investing? You know what I mean? And she asked him, you know, your 401k, you know, where are you in your 401k? You know, what's going on with your 401k, right? And then she asked him a question, you know, do you have life insurance, right? And he told her back, you know, he came back like, well, do you have life insurance? She said, yeah, I got it. And she was like, well, you know, do you have life insurance? He didn't have it. He said, well, in my family, you know, you don't talk about that kind of stuff unless you married. And I'm like, bruh, what you got to do with your family? This is a woman in front of you asking you some real life questions. She's telling you what she got. I said, the next question you should have asked her was, how much is your life insurance policy for? Right? They say, this is what I'm going to say for men. Well, I said, men, we're ignorant. If you got a smart person in the room that's asking you those questions, we are too egotistical to say, hey, I don't know, can you teach me? It's okay if a woman knows something more than you. I don't want to be the smartest person in the room all the time. You know what I mean? And a lot of men find it difficult to bow down. I ain't gonna even say bow down, but acquiesce to the woman when you don't know any better. All black men was not taught to make sure you got a life insurance policy, bro. How many folks die and don't have a life insurance policy? Right?
A lot.
So it's nothing wrong with a woman that's been in a relationship with you for over a year to ask you, right? Do you have these things? Right? What's going on with this? Right? Do you own your house? Are you renting? Or are you buying? Right? How far? And she asked me a question. How much longer you got to pay on your car? Right? When I said, bro, when she's asking these questions, bro, she's trying to figure out what your financial statement look like. It's messed up. That's why you don't want to answer those questions. And I said, bro, it was a very weak that you got come back. He came back at her like, why are you asking me all these questions? That's combative. She said, I'm asking these questions because we're in a relationship and these are things I think we need to talk about. Well, I don't think we should be talking about those things right now. When should we talk about them? He thought when he said, well, should we talk right now, it's going to shut her down. She said, when are we going to talk about it? He didn't have an answer. He wanted to shut her down with that, right? With what he said. I don't want to talk about this right now. Well, when are we going to talk about it? This woman is coming to you saying, hey, I'm spending time with you. I'm laying with you. I'm coming over your house. You're coming over my house. Where is this going?
All right, let's do this.
Sure.
Let's get this straight. Don't put men in this.
What you mean don't put men in this?
Don't put men in this.
I'm putting my boy in this because he was in it because that's what he did.
Then put your boy in it.
Okay. I'm not putting men in it because a lot of men.
No.
Okay, let's go for this.
This is why I'm doing that.
Okay.
A real dude is not gonna take that combative. A real man, no, he's not. No, he's not. Regardless on how you see it.
I did. I wasn't a real man when I went up against my ex.
In my opinion, not at the time, no.
Okay.
Because that wasn't. Why would you be combative about a general question like that? Since you were.
Yeah. Why was I combative? Because I didn't have the answer and I was embarrassed. And so the way I handled my embarrassment
but it was somebody you loved, right?
Even though you love her, bro, we do stupid stuff as men.
Oh.
I'm telling you what I did. When my ex asked me specific questions, especially when it came to life insurance, when I first got with my ex, if she's listening to the show right now, the one thing she made me do before we even got together and went any further, she made me go get life insurance. I didn't have life insurance. Because I kept saying, when I get this, she said, no, we are going. We were dating at the time.
It's the first one or
the second one? The second one.
Okay.
She made me go get life insurance. She took me down to her insurance agency because I got very combative with her because I didn't have it. I started making excuses because I was embarrassed. Number one, I didn't have it. Number two, I didn't even think about it. So I can be honest.
And that's a reason to get, like, just saying it out loud.
Uh-huh.
The embarrassment because you didn't think about it?
Yeah. Bruh, most men, okay? Let's talk about this. 866-245.
I think that's only some.
Okay, only some. But most men, when they don't know something or something goes wrong in their life, what do? We either shut down or we get combative. Ain't too many men that's going to go in knowing they're in the wrong or don't have an answer to somebody that they feel that they should have an answer to is going to go in and say, you know something, I'm going to listen to you.
True. My response to that is, unless you know you're wrong in a logical situation, I don't think that's when dudes do that. Like, logically.
Okay.
Let's say you're getting somewhere serious, like how it sounds from, like they say, 20/20 vision is outside.
22 is hindsight.
Yeah, 22 is hindsight. So from what it sounded like to me, she's like, yo, I seem to want to get a little bit more serious than what we already at. Let me see where you at. Okay.
You and your girl already probably ain't been seeing eye to eye.
Then that's other stuff then.
No, but that's other stuff. But we taking it. I'm telling you, when you've been in a relationship with women.
Yeah.
Okay. This woman wanted to work. Y'all not seeing eye to eye. Maybe she ain't giving you the cakes in a minute, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But she wants this to work. She started having that conversation with you. We talking about relationship. I ain't just talking about an ordinary conversation. I'm talking about you in a full-blown relationship with everything on the table. But in her mind right now, this is the time to talk about it. That's the way it happened to me, right? We have whatever little issue, because every relationship right now, everybody listening to our show right now, nephew, is going through something in the dating relationship. Well, you know, they got a little straggling things on the end.
Yeah.
You know, that's a problem.
Everybody
right?
got something.
But then at some point, the man or the woman say, I need to know this if I'm going to go any further.
Yeah.
And they pick their time, which may not be the right time for their mate, to ask specific questions. And when they ask the specific questions, the person who don't have the answers is going to get defensive, not because of what they're asking them, but everything else that is also going along in their relationship too. So you get defensive, and now you don't have any answers. And now, you know, I'm mad at you about whatever happened last night or what you said to me last week. Plus, now you're coming at me with this crap. I don't want to hear it. That's where I was in my relationship. Kudos to my ex at the time. She didn't care. She said, if we're going to be together, one thing you're going to do is get life insurance.
So let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Do you think you were weak in that?
Yes. I was weak. I'm going to be honest. I was a punk. Because I had my ego, because I never, it's only two women in my life as an adult that done check me. And both of them wind up being my wife. And I listen. Because, bruh, I'm that type of dude. You don't check me. You know what I'm saying? But these women were strong enough to understand that, yeah, he's strong, but I got to break through that and grab him and make him go do it. She didn't ask me. She said, you don't have life insurance. You beating around the bush. Tomorrow we're going to see my insurance agency.
Oh, okay. I'm still in the mindset though. That's not.
That was weak of me, bro. That was, I'm calling myself at that point.
No. I'm not arguing the point of it being weak or not. My thing is, it didn't make sense to be combative.
For you at that time. For you, I agree with you. All men don't act like Joe Lockett. Everybody ain't bombastic like I am, right? But I'm that guy. I always have an answer.
But usually, because you ask me nowadays, so I'm thinking about it along the lines of my generation. Then, for folks around my generation, they're the ones that act like you but try to act like you. if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, they ain't really you, but they show off a persona. You feel me? And now you're not. It seems like your personality is overcompensating.
Right.
That is, and usually when you have to overcompensate about something, you end up taking the most illogical approach.
And that was me. Bro,
I don't think that's a man thing. I don't think that's a man thing.
Okay, but I'm talking about women may do it, but I'm talking about us men coming down on women so hard, especially in the black community, talking about how combative women are. And sometimes it ain't the woman being combative. Sometimes it's a weak man who don't have an answer. Is my point. You see what I'm saying?
True.
Women do their thing, but what I'm saying is, we as men cannot continue to come after women and keep saying that women don't want to listen, women don't want to do this. Sometimes, bro, men ain't got their stuff together.
That's true.
And women ain't got time for you to be sitting there wasting their doggone time. And you don't have a life insurance policy. You don't have a 401k. You don't have medical insurance. What's she gonna do if she gets sick? What's she gonna do if she got a baby by you? What's she gonna do? When she's asking you these specific questions and your little black behind ain't got no answers, guess what? There's a problem. See, we don't talk about that on the other side of the joke. Like, we got a lot more to get into. Also, we're going to talk about friends and family on the other side. But coming up, y'all, we about to get off the cliff, baby. Because some of y'all been watching the peaks of the valleys with my shirt open today. I see the women's over here commenting about it. But it's okay. We got to get ready to go to what? To what y'all know we about to do. It's about to be English, y'all. The cliffhangers is what? Coming up. Stay locked in.
You know, you sound like them old men who's been on their rant.
Yeah.
When they fussing at everybody in the house.
That's me. Not prepared.
What's up, y'all? You tuning in to your nephew on the ones and twos. One sec, let me get my vision there. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, boy. Anyway, you're tuning in to your nephew on the ones and twos for to hand you the cliffhangers for today. Remember, you are still locking it in to the Joe Lockett Show. But like I said, let's get into these cliffhangers. And since we are on this weak man thing.
Weak?
Yeah, since we on this weak man thing, I have a few updates and other situations from men that you would probably think is weak.
Okay.
First off.
I'll be the judge of that.
Okay. First off, Jonathan Majors has an update to his story.
Okay.
You will not believe how this got worse. Socially, Jonathan Majors, his lawyer came out and released text messages between him and the alleged victim.
Okay.
Not gonna lie to you. This is one part of these long texts. But one part of them said, I told them it was my fault for trying to grab the phone.
Who's saying that, him or her?
Her.
Okay. She told who?
The police.
Okay.
Other parts in the message, if you was to read it, it sounds like it could have been incriminating.
For her?
For him.
Okay.
It's not looking good. Honestly, it's up for opinion because it's still kind of cryptic the way it is because you're only getting a half chunk. But from how it sounds, allegedly, social opinion probably gonna have something to say to Jonathan Majors.
He in trouble?
I mean, he's not gonna have to worry about a case. but
it ain't what he
image-wise, I don't know who he got for a lawyer, but they trash. I would have never leaked this. I would have never leaked this.
Is that bad?
It's that bad.
All right, make sure you go ahead and put that down.
Hey.
Joe Lockett Show page.
Yeah, look, find it on your Joe Lockett Show page over there in the cliffhanger tab. Alrighty, but next up, Tory Lanez. His attorney said they're trying to file an appeal against the Megan Thee Stallion shooting conviction claim. And they claim that his gun tattoo and his rap lyrics misled the jurors. My question is, where do you guys stand on that? Do you believe him? Do you believe this should have at least? Do you believe he at least deserving an appeal?
Is that the situation when somebody got shot?
Shot in the foot, yeah. The little rapper girl.
And he
was in court. He was real
and then he's going to jail. He's in jail now right now for that. So, bro, you trying to get out of jail on a tattoo and a lyric? That he trying to get.
Hey, I just asked the question.
Bruh, weak.
I'm not getting into that.
Weak.
Next up, Blueface.
Blueface.
You don't know. I'll fill you in later. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure they do. But Blueface is also trending. Blueface is trending on Twitter. He's into a frenzy after he claimed, and please, females, I need to know is this true or not? Because I don't know.
Uh-huh.
But he claims there is no effect on women that smoke marijuana during pregnancy. He said, do not shoot the messenger.
How he know that though? They call him Blueface.
I'll let the dad joke slide, okay? I'm gonna let the dad joke slide. I'm not gonna do that.
Bro,
I'm not gonna do that
I mean,
joke.
how he know?
I don't know how you know. I don't even know why he would say it. But then now that I
It
think about
sounds
it,
like he was on marijuana.
now that I think about it, I didn't know she probably is pregnant now. His girlfriend, the Karuchi girl, you don't know that. But
Was she dating Kanye or P Diddy or something like
no,
that?
no. That's Kim. Anyway, but yeah, I think his girl is actually pregnant.
But
and
they
she's smoking
didn't
weed.
Karuchi date P Diddy?
No, you getting mixed up. You getting mixed up.
He dated some girl named something.
I don't know who P Diddy dated, and I can't search it right now.
Okay.
But next up, speaking of
I ain't taking no advice from somebody called Blueface.
speaking of possible pregnancies, though, this one is actually confirmed. Olympic tennis star Naomi Osaka is expecting.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she showed her pictures. Sometime today.
Omedetou gozaimasu, Naomi Osaka. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu.
I think she's only mixed, but okie dokie.
No, she speaks fluent Japanese.
Word.
Yeah. Her mom's Japanese. Her dad is black.
Well, I just want to let you guys know. We decided that today was the day that we was gonna show folks the baby. You know what I mean? And I want congratulations.
What? What just happened? What?
Leave it alone.
Oh, you ignorant. Are you trying to say?
Because my question was going to be, who do you think the baby daddy is?
Really? Now that's an intelligent. Hey, the show is over. You get kicked off it. You ignorant. Bro, get off.
Who do you think the baby daddy is? We ain't seen him. We just seen her and her belly with the baby. So my thing is,
Really, nephew?
I got one more. Do you think the baby gonna be good at tennis, and can it be either Venus or Serena?
Get off our show.
Just answer me. I don't mind. I'm gonna read it later. Anyway, next up, 76-year-old man is facing jail time for digging up his mother's grave and keeping her mummified body on the couch for 13 years. First off, is that mental health? Second, do you think it was in her will to get some TV time in before she died?
You stupid. Really, bro?
I was trying to get it off, but your face kind of killed it. Maybe she had it in the will. Maybe she's like,
I'm
yo.
start reading your vibes. I mean, your cliffhangers before you go on air.
Look, maybe she wanted, you know what I mean? Hey, periodically, give me some air. Sit me on the couch and let me know what's going on. Next up, economics predict that in California, the reparations for the black Californians could exceed over $800 billion. My question is, my prediction estimates say that I will be in California very soon in order to get this money because I need my reparations.
Alright, then.
It's not too much of a question. I'm just letting you know.
You here in Cali?
Yeah. Okay. Shout out to Cali. Because what?
I didn't know this.
I didn't know that either. I'm sorry. This just popped up out of nowhere. I was like, yeah, I got to write this down.
They about to give out reparations?
To all the black folks in California, apparently. And California got some expensive spots. Well, that's it as far as with the news. I'm gonna hit you with the vibes. Wait. Jermaine Dupri.
Oh, Lord.
Because this leads into my Cliffside vibes. Jermaine Dupri was talking about how him and Janet Jackson got in an argument because she wanted him to produce some of his songs. And he was like, nah, you good.
What?
Yeah. Janet Jackson wanted Jermaine Dupri to. Do you know who Jermaine Dupri is?
I do.
Okay, I had to make sure.
Crisscross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She wanted him to produce some of her music, and he was like, "No," because for his point of view, that's what folks already thought he was trying to do anyway. Why he got with her, and he didn't want to make it seem like that.
Oh, that's a punk. That's weak. That's weak.
Jermaine Dupri ain't weak. He just didn't want to exploit his girl.
Janet.
He didn't want to exploit his girl.
If your girl said exploit me, exploit her.
Is that what Sierra did? Never mind. Anyway, next up, Janet Jackson for Cliffside Vibes. Since it's Throwback Thursday, Janet Jackson, Funny How Time Flies is one of the songs.
Okay.
Next up, Jill Scott, Cross My Mind.
Something good to listen to anyway.
Mm-hmm. Teddy Pendergrass, You're My Latest and Greatest Inspiration.
You are my lady.
He didn't.
That's
Hold
funny.
on. Yeah, this. How you? This is your time. How you mix that up? Oh my Lord. Brian McKnight, Find Myself in You. Mint Condition, You Send Me Swinging. Faith Evans, Soon As I Get Home.
Oof.
Bellum DeVoe, When Will I See You Smile Again? Drew Hill, since it's finna be April Showers. And then lastly, Eric Benet and Ashanti. Eric Benet, Sometimes I Cry. Weak. And then Ashanti, Foolish. And that's your Cliffside Vibes for today. If you got anything that you want to be adding into.
You got a baby on the way. That's a baby making music. You just told everybody on the way. Somebody to go home and get their swerve on.
I told you, me and no. Anyway, and that's your Cliffside Vibes for today. If you got any other news and stuff that you want to cover, want to get put into the topic with, hey, hit us up in the links. Go to the Cliffhanger tab.
Weak.
Facebook, you can see it up there on the TV screen. We finna hit you guys on the other side so we can talk about families.
Weak.
Oh my Lord. We hit y'all up later.
Boy,
I told you, me and Osaka, it's an entanglement. Her baby daddy cool with it.
I need you to get out of the studio.
What? She look.
I am officially kicking your butt off the show, sir. Seriously.
She meet all her
Now,
requirements.
if this get back to Miss Osaka, I got nothing to do with this. I really don't, okay? I don't know him. He's an intern that I happen to put on the air. And if you want him fired, man, I will fire him, okay? I have nothing to do with you and your man. Bro, really?
We don't know if she got a man or married.
I don't want to know did you question this woman who the baby dad is?
We don't know who the baby daddy is.
The first time I knew, the first time I knew all the vibes. I know, right? Hey, Sharon, how's it going?
Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. Look, I'm just saying, we don't know her baby daddy. She ain't revealed it.
Smart.
Baby daddy could be anybody. It could be me. It could be you.
It ain't me. She's way too young. She's the age of my daughters. She got to be in her late 20s. Oh no, I can't be.
Yeah, she filling requirements.
Yeah, but that can't be not me. You're not me, bro. She's a beautiful young lady, and I'm happy for her. But I am not the father.
Very beautiful.
She's very beautiful. She's down your alley. I mean, she's in your age range, sir, for sure. But no, man, I can't. I don't do young girls, bro. You know what I'm saying?
We know that guy, Lee. Yeah. You bring the mood. I can't do the kids. I'm sorry,
bruh, cause you ain't even get the bruh. Like you always say, anything on the internet, they must get the international radio talk show. Joe Locke said he's the baby dad of all. Man, come on, bruh. No, bruh.
Ohio.
Really. And then my daughter's in Japan looking at me like, daddy. Really?
Oh yeah. If I was your daughter, I'd look at
my
you
daughter
with such
20,
disgust.
my other daughter 30. Both live in Japan. So you gonna sit there and tell me?
Yeah.
And they know who she is too. Really, bro?
Oh yeah, I would look at you with so much disgust.
And then their mama be looking at me like,
I can't believe you.
You did what to that baby? No, sir. You're not gonna get me in trouble. That's an incident right there. Oh. You trying to get my passport revoked?
It's a joke, God, Lee. You got to be a safe space for women, don't it?
For women, she's a girl. That's a little girl.
Don't do her like that. Don't do her like that. She feel like she a woman.
She a woman for you. She's a girl for me. She's a little girl for me, bro. I need grown women in my life. You got to be at least, for me to date you, bro, or talk to you, you got to be at least over. The youngest I would talk to a woman at this age would be 35. That would be the youngest.
Without cringing.
And that's really, really pushing it for me.
Without cringing.
Without cringing. I would talk to a woman that's 35. But other than that, bro, nah.
My limit is like...
It's because Joe is not old soul. Weak-minded men. All right, y'all. It's 44 minutes after the hour. You guys are locked into your favorite eating around. I hope you guys are enjoying. What's up, Chapel, Florida? Wesley, Chapel, Florida. Thanks for locking in with us. Hope you guys are enjoying the most ignorant show in the world. It's the Joe Lockett Show. And nephew probably won't be with us tomorrow because I'm probably going to hand him his termination paper because he's in an entanglement with somebody that we're not going to repeat on this show.
Okay.
Because, bruh, really? You trying to cause an international incident?
That's not going to be international. That's not going to be international. Probably Bama, but
that's what you say. You do know we have people in Japan listen to this show.
Ohio.
You know what I'm saying? You do know that, right?
That's not gonna be international.
All they got to do is share it out there and hashtag it Osaka. I mean,
see that you name dropping now. I ain't even do that.
I'm saying, but
wow, that's crazy. That's to be your own fault.
I say Osaka. That's a city in Japan, sir.
Okay,
sir.
Beautiful city.
Beautiful city. 866-245-5480. Before we were talking about my friend and his situation, and we was talking about weak men, but also I want to talk about family and friends going into this too, because one thing that I've had to learn, y'all tell me, did you have to learn this, nephew? You truly don't know who your friends are, right? Until you tell them no. You don't truly know who your family is until you tell them no.
Okay.
Because people, I've been in situations where you think that you're cool with them. Everything is all good, right? But people are always all good as long as everything is rolling in their direction. But have you ever been in a situation where family or friends, right? They came to you and you had to tell them no. And they turned to somebody else. I had that happen to me. And it was about money.
Ain't it always about that?
Yeah,
most cases.
And that was a friend, and I had a family member. It was just about, I felt it was about loyalty, right? Because I'm big on, one thing if anybody knows about me, I'm big on loyalty, right? But the thing I want to talk about this with our audience today, 866-245-5480, is we have to be very careful, nephew. And it's something that me and you talk about all the time, right? The people that you bring into your circle, the people that you're trusting, because a lot of times, man, people are along with you just for the ride. And even though me and my friend, we had that, huge blowout the other day, right? We gonna be cool. I understood why he was mad at me, because I've been mad at him for what I said too. But I'm not taking it back. Like I told him, I said, bro, that was a weak move, right? You're weak. You know what I'm saying? I said, man up and handle your business with old girl, or get out the relationship, or fix it. Because if I'm your friend, how are we going to get better as men if we don't call each other out? That's just the way I see it. Now, if you don't want to be my friend because I'm telling you my truth, that's cool. But I'm not going to sit up here and sugarcoat it, because I'm sick and tired of being in relationships, man, where you sugarcoating somebody's feelings because you want to stay friends with them. I don't need you as my friend if I got to tiptoe around on eggshells around you. I don't need to be your friend. If I got to sit there and pump your ego and say certain things that so you don't get mad at me.
Yes, man.
Yeah, I'm not finna, you know what I'm saying? We're not finna be friends. If I can't curse you out and say what I need to go say to you, how I want to say it, and you do the same thing to me, no matter how much money I got, no matter what my status is, my circle can't do that to me. No matter where I am in life, my circle can cuss me out, put me in a corner and say, hey, no, bro, we ain't finna do that. And because they're my friends, I'm going to listen. I'm not going to let money, status, or platform change who I am. If you ain't got those kind of people in your life, that's a problem. And that's why I've been able in my life to be around people. I put people around me that are strong. Now, the thing about this part is trusting friends and family. I told a friend, I didn't have the money. They knew I did, but I wasn't giving it to them. So they got upset with me, right? Man, all I'm asking for, I said, bro, they ain't got to do that. I said, the answer is no. He was like, well, you know, at the end of the day, bro, listen, the answer is no. I'm good for it. I said, maybe you are, but I don't think you are. Don't make me go any further into this. So he wants to go back and forth. Man, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, bro, if you're already coming to me for money to borrow, right? You're already in debt where you can't pay me back. You tell me you're going to be able to pay me back next week. You're not going to be able to pay me back next week if you only need this much money. It's about $200, $300, right?
Mm-hmm.
Listen to me, y'all. 866-245-5480. If somebody is coming to you, right, and you haven't heard from them in a while, y'all just kind of keep in contact from time to time. If they're coming to you and asking you for $100 or $200 or $300, you know, somewhere within the range, especially within $100, and they can't wait till next week, they're in more debt than a little bit. You know why? Because most $100 problems can wait to what? Next week. You're not going to be able to pay me my money back next week, for real, for real. Now, if I know you, and I know you probably paid all your bill money out, you know what I'm saying? And you probably stretching a little bit and you need a little bit of money to get to next week, I got you. I understand that. But I know his story. I know his track record. You ain't hitting on about nothing for real with a lot of stuff that you got going on. You always trying to hustle, right? You always getting by. You call me because somebody said, ask me, right? Because I got it. But like I told him.
I know Joe got it.
Yeah. And I had to tell him. He said, I know you got it. And I had to tell him, bro, yeah, I got it. But I'm not giving it to you.
That's my thing on that. Me personally, I don't give... I don't give anything unless I'm able to, like, live without it.
Yeah.
And then it has to hit like a certain like amount for me to just freely give it out and not care. You know what I mean? Like $20 is cool. 10, 15, that's cool. I'm not gonna really worry about that.
I give out depending on who it is.
Yeah, and then it
depending on who it is. You
know that is huge for me. You know, it really do. Like I only have 3-4 folks that I do it without question. Everybody else.
I always give out to my friends, maybe up to $2,000 to $3,000. I give.
Golly, I ain't got that yet.
No, but I'm saying I would give my friends because they got it like that. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I know my friends. If I need that kind of money or need that kind of loot back, right? They got me.
But like how you just highlighted, it that if not plays 80%, it's about a 90.
Yeah.
Like the money itself isn't so much of the problem, even though that's what you asking for.
Yeah.
It's more of who you is.
Yeah. And see, what I don't like is, man, a lot of times people don't come to you. If you ain't been in my circle, been checking on me, don't ask me for no money.
Don't even expect.
You know
Don't get comfortable enough to even try.
Don't try to butter me up or call me and say, you know something, man, you know, no, you ain't heard from me in a while, blah, blah, blah. How you doing? I heard about this, heard about that.
No, you know, they butter up in a different way. Be like, man, you looking good, Joe, man. I ain't seen you since.
I'm proud of you, man.
Yeah, man, I've been seeing you do your thing. They ain't seen that. Yeah, I've been seeing you do your thing now, Joe. You know what I mean? I've been hearing you.
Yeah. And what time my show come on, bro? 6 o'clock in the morning. 6, man. You got that Saturday morning show?
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
You still in the mornings, right?
No, I'm on in the evening, bro. Been on for like 3 years now.
What? For real? Hey, I gotta ask you something. And it go just like that. Like, I don't know why. Maybe it's just because how my dad raised me. But I don't know why folks are so comfortable to do that. Like, I know.
People think you owe them something.
I know you gotta ask for help at times, but some folks, how they demeanor with it, it's like, yo, you ain't even coming humble with it.
I can speak very open about this. When I went through my tough times, bro, I had to go to friends I hadn't talked to in a while, right? I had to dig deep in myself and drop my pride and ask for money, you know, to get me through when I went through my divorce from friends that I thought, you know what I'm saying, that wouldn't do it. But one thing for me that I've always done, I've always been a good friend to my friends. So when I asked them, even though I hadn't talked to some of my friends in probably like 3 or 4 years, because we live in different parts of the country, when I called them and asked them, bro, they shot that money over to me without hesitation. because of the guy that I am to them and the way we always have been. You know, when I talk to you and I tell you I got a situation, well, no questions asked. So now, you know, that God done blessed me, whenever any of my friends call me, bro, the one thing that I don't do to anybody that calls me that I know, I don't ask you when you going to get it back. I don't. If my friend called me and said, hey, man, I'm in a little situation here, blah, 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 how much you need, bro? That's my response to them. How much you need? Well, I ain't got this, but I give you this right here, bro. Handle your business. Hit me up when you can. That's it. Bro, that's my friends. That's the conversation that they have with me, right? You know me. If someone says something to me, hey man, blah 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 blah, bro,
that's what you do,
bro. You know, right? If you say, hey, I need this, I don't ask no questions. If I got it, boom boom boom, bam, that's a wrap. It's gone. I don't say nothing else about it because guess what? God done blessed me. If you on my team, you part of my family. If I got, you got. I can't give you my mortgage money. I can't give you, my savings money. But if I got something and I know you need it more than I do, I'm going to go ahead on and give it to you because guess what? One thing I learned, and I'm telling y'all, man, when God tells you to give. He's going to open up that door so huge for you. You know, there's a person on this app right now that she walked through my door, these studio doors right here. She's a big part of the reason why I'm good today. Because of what she was able to do. God sent the person through these doors of this studio. She was here for something entirely different. I was in a situation, had something else going on. She was able to make a phone call and send an email to somebody, bro, and got some of my paperwork through just like this here. And that actually put me back on the road to success. She's on this app right now. She knows exactly what I'm talking about. She gave freely of herself. That's why she ever asked me, hey, Joe, I need this. Joe, can you do this for me? If she called me, bro, and she needs something, oh, she got. If Joe got, she got. That's my girl.
My main thing is though, for cases like that, I wish people would learn how to just like appreciate the no,
man.
Cause you might get a note in, but you just accepting the no sometimes get you a bigger yes. You feel me? Like, I can't do this for you. Blah blah blah. Regardless on their intentions or if they wanted to or not. For some folks, I know for me, if you able to just take my no, next time you ask me something, I'm gonna make sure you good. Okay. And you probably don't even have to. You know what I mean? Because you showed me you ain't the type to keep pressing me.
Right.
You know what I mean? You showed me you the type, all right, cool. Like my brother do it. He don't, that's how we built. But he'll ask me something, and if I'm not able to do it, next time I overdo it. You feel me?
Right.
Because you genuinely showed me you needed it then, but you wasn't going to stop with me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right, you wouldn't have made it happen regardless.
Help people. The best people to help is the people that's willing to help themselves.
Yeah, for sure.
So, like, that's my biggest thing. Like, being able to accept the no. Yeah. Even if it might be a yes. You end up getting way more out of it.
And you got to realize how you got in your situation. A lot of people think, that when they get in a situation, it becomes your responsibility too, and it's not.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like I tell people at the end of the day, because I got don't mean you got, bro. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to lose what I got just because you go, what I'm not fixing to do, bro, I would not chase you for $100, $200, $300. I'm just not.
That's one thing I can't defend most of the folks in my generation on. They do have that mentality.
Right.
It's only a few of us that's like, we kind of thoroughbred with it. Like, no, I'm going to handle it myself even though you might try to help me. You feel me? Some of them is like, I need you to do this. It's not going to blah, blah, blah. And you don't even try to put an effort in. Man, you know what I mean?
I don't. Like when I'm doing business stuff, right? I don't ask nobody to do anything with me until I go out there and do it myself and make sure it's good. Now, when I show you it's good, and I come to you and say, hey, all you got to do is put up this here. When I get another deal, this is what I've been able to do for it. Because I'm not going to put you on no flim-flam. I'm going to put myself out there first. But now that I done made it, and now I'm doing well, but you couldn't put up a small amount of money and then you want to borrow from me and you family. I can't fool with you. My success is my success at that point, and my friends and family. You can get mad at me all you want to, but the money that I made when I came to you at the beginning and said, hey, we can do this together, because I've been to family members and brothers and said, let's do this, right? But even with this radio show, talk to people, let's do this. You ain't did no radio. You ain't gonna know how to do this, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Now, when they see me doing stuff, can you give me tickets to this? Can you? No. No. Can No. Can you give me a no? Can you get no? No, bruh. I say it so quickly, and I don't lose not 1 ounce of sleep over. Because guess what? When I was here at 6 o'clock in the morning, 10 years ago, out there in the dark putting a poster together, a flag together, come in to sit and do a 1 hour show. Where were you? You was the one saying, man, why you doing that? Okay, now look at me. I ain't boasting or bragging, but at the end of the day, God done blessed me because guess what? I put the work in. But don't come to me now asking me for a favor for something that I built that you didn't believe in me in. I'm gonna let you know, no, bro. Go believe in somebody else. Next time somebody asks you for help, help them. See, helping always in money. Sometimes help just come in support. All right, y'all make sure y'all stay locked in. Coming up next, y'all got the one and only TR3 on with the ropes with TR3 with Trent Richardson, Reggie Ragland. You just never know what them boys gonna talk about besides sports. That show, oh, they're gonna go ahead and get you guys on home. Reggie, Trent, y'all hang tight, man. Y'all take it away. Me and nephew, if he's here tomorrow, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Jatim, Tamo, Ashtamar, Ski Liberty. He may not be here, y'all. I love you.
I will see y'all next time.
No, he won't. I sleep good after saying no. Oh, I do too now. I'm not even going to see a lot of y'all. I sleep real good after saying no to somebody.
I get the best sleep. Right
there. Is it bye, Nick? Bye, Sharon. I appreciate you, baby girl. Love you tons. All right, guys. Y'all guys have a great weekend. Have a great evening. We will see you.
You already ready for Friday.
I was thinking that day was Friday, but it's not. We got one more day. All right. Love you tons. Y'all have a good one. I did get your picture. I did reply back to you. But we will talk with you guys tomorrow. Have a great evening, y'all. Make sure y'all enjoy yourself. Eat some dinner. Drink a nice bottle of wine. Tomorrow we'll talk about different wines. What kind of wine y'all drink? I like red Cabernet. Y'all let me know a good Cabernet that y'all like. We'll talk to you guys later. I love you. Have a good one. Everybody was telling you bye. Why did you